Hello. So this is going to be my first attempt at just recording a reading. So we're going to do just some card reading for the full moon today. And just to let you guys know that this is heading into a very energetic weekend. So I know we've had a couple of them already. Um, Last weekend I got totally taken out by solar flares and all kinds of things. So um, I'm using two cameras now, so if you keep seeing me look away, I just want to see which one works better, which has better sound. So, all a big experiment. But, experiments are fun. So yeah, we're going to do just a quick card reading for the Virgo full moon tonight. And so I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of what that means. Um, like I said, it's very much um, it's going to be it's an energetic portal again this weekend. So we've got this full moon, which is getting us to do a couple of things. And then we head to the equinox on Sunday, which is taking us from, equal amounts of dark and light. So I will be doing a meditation on Sunday night in place of regular holding space Sundays. And we're going to really work with this dark to light concept because right now it's, put it bluntly, and most of you have probably felt this, is we're doing a lot of shadow work, whether we wanted to do it or not. It keeps coming up and it's coming up. So, um, yeah, so it's just like we're at a really good spot where we're pushing through that and coming into the light. So if it's been really rough on you, as I've talked to so many people that are just having really rough times, particularly like when we get into emotional things, that's I've been finding myself up and down and and just really trying to deal with stuff, but riding it out, which has been extremely hard. So yeah, the interesting thing about this full moon is that just in general, when the full moon is in Virgo, it's the general saying is it's about looking at yourself like you are good enough. You are what you came here to do. You're doing it, and to have some faith in those, those concepts and stop beating yourself up. Um, it's really time to focus for this one in particular. It looks like taking care of your well-being, continuing to do that, and then continuing to show up just as you are. So that whole concept of show up as you are because you are good enough. um, at this time too, it's like a lot of this shadow work and this up and down emotional, it's really just asking us to look at starting to release these things. We don't need to keep them. So um, I just been saying to myself, I release with ease, and I know that's what's meant to be is going to find me. So those are just some super simple intentions. Um, and I don't have to go in and analyze everything I'm trying to release and do this deep dark shadow work. We've talked about this before, like when the shadow comes up and it's like we used to have to go in and really slog it out and just be in the, deep down in that muck and that mire and like slog it out through it and really learn a lot. But I think just things are moving so fast right now energetically that we are able to clear this stuff a lot easier. So it's more about when that shadow work comes up, it's about acknowledging it, recognizing it, seeing it, um, and then honestly releasing it with ease and grace and understanding that it did serve its purpose. And at a conscious level you're processing all this stuff so you don't have to hang on and do this deep investigative dive into what, where, when, why, all of these things. It's just a point to like bring it up for your review and let it go. The Virgo moon is also always a good time to declutter. So I think right now, though, what we're being asked to declutter is that that deep dark basement in our soul where we've been stashing all that stuff, or where all those things we don't like to look at are hiding. So it's time to, like, it's just time to declutter, emotionally letting things go. So just taking some breaks to, you know, if you need to laugh, cry, just to like let those out and not necessarily needing to know why we're doing that. But yeah, but definitely just cleaning up that debris and the darkness that we haven't looked at. So, um, yeah, and a big one that's sort of coming up is it's time to let go of sort of illusion or unrealistic expectations of things. So, I mean, we all have ways we want to see this world going. It's not always been going that way, and it starts to get discouraging, right? So I think at this point we just need to, um, it's kind of like really settling into let what be, let it come what may, and then we'll deal with it. Um, Things are just changing so rapidly right now. But the nice part of this moon is that it really is, we're closing a bunch of chapters, especially on old thought patterns, beliefs, and we really are heading into this new beginning. And it's going to be a time of rapid transformation. So, in combination with this moon and other planetary aspects that are going on, which I'm not an astrologer, so we're not going to get into, but I might have a couple things to say about it, uh, in the equinox transmission on the weekend. Um, it's There's just so much going on that we pretty much can guarantee this is going to be a basically a total energetic reset this weekend. So the moon is asking you to start clearing up the clutter and getting your soul and yourself ready. And then we're going to go through this doorway from dark to light. I know that's super simplistic and just putting it in super basic terms, but that's kind of where we're headed. So I just got a couple more notes here and then we'll draw some cards and see what the cards are saying. So I would say for tonight, if you're looking for some sort of ceremony to do around the moon, it would just be honestly quiet contemplation, and um, we'll work on the like releasing some more of that shadow aspect, uh, over the equinox ceremony transmission on Sunday. Um, but I think right now, just sit and listen. And I really think you'll start to find that the clarity, the insight, and the knowledge is starting to present itself. And it's first going to help us understand that we are finally leaving that past behind. So that's good. And then second, it takes us through to awakening us to who and what we're truly meant to be. So we talk about this all the time, and all of us are, we constantly say, I don't know what I'm here to do and what's going on. And I think we're just in this little holding pattern at the moment where we're meant to kind of take a breather, reassess, and just honestly be ready to go. So this is a moment for yourself. And I know there's so much going on in the world and we want to help. But honestly, at this point, I think it just keeps coming down to you have to have yourself right first and ready to go because you cannot help other people. It's the plane analogy. I use it all the time. They use it on the thing like put your mask on first, your oxygen mask on first, or you're not going to be able to help others. So as this heavy energy and transformational energy comes through, if you haven't done your work, you're going to have to do your work then. So you will be useless to other people. If you think you came here to be, a way shower, a light worker, or help in any way in this transformation, um, we just need to be ready to go. So that's all it's asking us to do is clear the baggage. Just be in the best possible place you can be. So, yeah, tonight I would just do some meditation, maybe have a bath, just something nice and quiet, and where you can tune in a bit and listen to what comes up. And I'm sure, like, whether you think you're intuitive or not, there's answers that are forthcoming right now. So we just have to like, it's always the first thing that pops into your head. So I'll just leave it like that for if you're at a beginning level and you're not sure what you're doing. um, the really neat thing is that with this energetic reset, it's also our time to we're leveling up. So we're going to be sitting in a whole new frequency. It's I think a lot of us have felt that over the last couple of days or weeks, actually, a week or so. Um, we've had all kinds of physical ailments too. Like my stomach last weekend was best way to describe it was like a volcano. It was just making so much noise and acidy and exploding. I was just like, I couldn't get, there was nothing I could do to like to tame it. But anyway, so that frequency will be there, but we have to you have to be able to be ready to access it too. So, again, take your time and just breathe through it all and know that you're enough. Um, this moon too is like it's bringing life altering insights, which is perfect because that's what we're talking about is that now we finally have this knowledge and clarity and answers coming to us that we've been asking for a while. So it'll help bring further focus, more clarity, and then from there, new opportunities and new beginnings. So we've been waiting for this, and like I think that's like I'm getting that this moon is just this is your night to cleanse um, and just get clear on what you do want and where you're and what like emotionally where you want to be feeling and that kind of thing. And then we'll walk through that gateway nice and clean and clear from dark to light. Anyway, that's my opinion. You don't have to take, but that's what I feel is happening. Um, I always do these cards for the moon, so we're just gonna do 3 cards from each, and then we'll leave it there and just see what the cards have to say. And hopefully, I'm able to get this up onto YouTube, and you can watch it tonight, just to as you head into your meditation, and so we know what the cards are telling us too. Okay. The first one is full moon in Taurus, which is your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, I've been feeling this lately. It's like it's one thing to have these dreams, but it's kind of like it said, it's like we need that clarity and insights to get back into, yeah, it just is a practical way of doing this. I can't remember what the wording was. Um, yeah, we just need to get to that point of like, it's we need to be manifesting and having dreams, but we also need to show up and be present so that we can apply these things to our life and make them work. They're not just gonna, we can pray and pray and pray and it might show up, but it might not. So we just got to work a little bit more on making that more of a reality, a practicality. Step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. So yeah, it's just, I think, a lot of this stuff we're asking everybody to do right now is it's a lot. It's a lot of new concepts. It's out there. It's not part of our normal everyday realm of how we do things. Like we're taught, we got to be involved and show ourselves and it's like it might be better to just go sit and meditate um and really be clear about where you're personally headed. Oh, this is a nice one. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, I knew, like I said, I can feel that this is it's coming it's coming on for closure. And the only way that we stop that from happening is to not do our work. So you still have to be present, you still have to show up, you still have to do a bit of work. It's nice to dream, but it's that, yeah, it's like it said, like it like I said before, it's letting go of like illusion and unrealistic expectations. Like we're not just all going to suddenly step through this corridor on Sunday and then it's light and rainbows and unicorns. Like that's just not going to happen. I wish it was that easy. It's just not. So it's like then how can I live my life where I am, but in a higher frequency? And all we mean by frequency is that we're not letting all that lower energy keep pulling us down constantly. And we can stop this back and forth. Like that's, I think, really what we're being asked to do is to try to remain in this higher frequency or vibration of love more often and every day. And I think then we'll see the outside landscape of our world change. But every time we get pulled into that lower frequency, um, negative energy, all the stuff that's going on this planet right now, then it's hard to bounce back and forth. It's getting exhausting. Um, so if you really want to intend a better world, we have to start being that better world. It's be the change you wish to see. And that was never a physical go out in the world and save the world. It's a inside job. And as long as we can get more and more and more and more of us resonating at this higher level, this frequency of love, then that's how we do it. And I know that's it's a huge concept. It's not our normal way of thinking, but it's just coming down to the point that the energy around us is supporting us to do this. So it's just time for us to do this. Yeah, I have trouble with it. It doesn't always work for me either. Okay, so these are three cards on a little bit of manifestation, but also um, uh, just sort of guidance as what we need to do at the moment. Okay. See, yeah, this moon tonight is completely about doing your work. Sorry, you have to work tonight. Okay. Assess the situation, first of all. And it's first quarter moon in Virgo, but it's still in Virgo. So this is you tonight, even though this moon would be full. We just need to sit down and honestly take a really good look at everything on an energetic landscape. I'm not really asking you, we know what's going on in the world. We don't necessarily understand what's going on in the world. And we're not here to make sense of that or like change that. Like that's going to be what it's going to be. I don't want to say that we're powerless because we're certainly not, but we're not here to change that. That's in my notes for the equinox transmission is that like that's not our job. Our job is us, which we've just been over. So assess the situation and just really take a look at like really feel into what is going on. The next one, again, I was sitting in meditation. Reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. So again, this is all of the work we need to do tonight. I think reveal what needs to be seen is really starting to get into that shadow work again. So again, this is for ourselves. This isn't about the world and all the nastiness going on out there. What do you need to reveal to yourself about yourself? Or we all have a question about what am I doing here? So it might be nice to sit down and listen to yourself and your guides and your guidance and your higher self and see what they have to say. Because I think that's what my big thing is. I really think you got to be meditating tonight because I think we're getting these answers, but we're just so preoccupied with everything else going on. We're not listening. We need to sit down and just really listen. Yeah. Reflect on your priorities. Aquarius too. This is moving into this new Aquarian energy, right? The age of Aquarius. It's more enlightened. It's more loving. It's more knowledge coming out. So reflect on like where do you want to be at the end of this weekend, and this is purely not like what career do you want, what relationship do you want. We're not talking about any of that. We're strictly talking on a personal, energetic level. Like And then that ties in emotions, all of that. Where do you want to be? What do you want to feel? Like, do you want to feel more happiness and things like that, instead of like where we've kind of been in this little mucky pit that's going on right now? So it's just intending to look, see, I'm doing this swirl, right? We're just going up. We're leveling up. So the only thing that stops us from doing this is us, by pushing it down and just staying in this muck and this mire and just letting it bombard us 24/7. And then we start to give up hope, and we're all just gonna die and it doesn't matter anyway. Like, that's me when I get down in there. It doesn't, nothing we do matters, but it does. Um, I'm a firm believer of, I've always seen mass meditations work. So this is a mass meditation, but on a totally different level. It's like the more of us that can keep leveling up and sitting and staying in that frequency. It's a little hard to stay there because we still live on planet Earth and we're still got this meat suit, and it's really dense down here and it's hard. But I think the point of all these big energetic shifts, particularly the ones coming from the sun, and the flares and those sorts of things, is helping us to open that doorway. And so when that doorway is open, I want to be ready as possible to walk through it. I don't want to have to be, you know, cleaning up stuff that I still didn't deal with. So anyway, we're going to do 3 more cards. These are the hidden realms. This is getting a little bit into this. I always use this deck for the shadow work. So let's see if we can incorporate into your meditation like some aspects that you want to look at for the shadow work. Ooh, that one came out. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, that one that flew out was the altar priestess. So preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. Um, this is this is how we get ourselves into these higher realms. We need to do ceremony and honor the energy as it's coming in and help ourselves, right? Get into the right state. So you may not do like an altar or those sorts of things, and you don't have to. You might just have a nice place to sit with a good crystal or something like that, um, and just that can be your little meditation space. But burn a little bit of incense, those kinds of things. So this full moon then I think this is just preparing us. It's time to start doing, really tapping in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention. It's also card number 11, which I love. So again, spirit communication, we have all of our ancestry behind us. They came here to see this time happen too. So paying attention. We're getting messages constantly. I think we're so distracted right now. I hate to say it, but it is being purposely done. This major distraction that's going on this planet. It's dark energy because they don't want us to level up to this higher energy and know that we are so much more energetic, powerful beings than we think. We're just, again, we think we're just this little meat sack down here doing nothing. This is just really tap in tonight. Your guides and your ancestor, everybody is trying to communicate with us and we're not listening. Anyway, so that would be my suggestion as part of the meditation as well. And make it a ritual. Really listen to the things that are coming. And then the last one is the camel boy, which is small steps and asking for help, which is also a master number card, 33. So I think this is honestly, like, if I'm talking to you and you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to do this tonight and do some kind of meditation, you can certainly ask me for help. But like I said, just take this in small steps. All you maybe need to do tonight is light some incense, hold a crystal and just see where it goes. Um, we all have this ability in us, and I think we're just too afraid to tap into it because we think we need someone else to show us. And like the bottom line is, you're your own guru. That's it. So you already know this stuff. You just have to like allow yourself. So just take small steps. You don't have to do a whole like build an altar tonight. And like, and if you don't get a message from your spirit communication, then you're not doing it right, or any of those things. Like I said, sometimes I just get one word, or just a feeling or an emotion. So just take it easy with yourself. Know that you're good enough. That's the point of this moon. It's just important that you show up and that you are doing the work at this point. And then we'll just work on releasing all these, with ease and grace, and adding more of those higher dimensional frequencies of love into our life. So that's it for now. That's my full moon in Virgo reading. And then I will be going live on Sunday, and we'll do an equinox meditation portal and some cards. Yeah. And then I just drew one more for the portals. Inner Earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundation. So this is just a quick reminder that as you're doing this stuff, before you head like right into it, even if it's like the smallest thing, just make sure you're grounded first, and that you're connected to Earth, to Mother Earth, right? That we have strength and security. Know that she holds on to us. And we're just laying the foundation for this change. All right. Hope you guys have a really good day, and hope your personal ceremonies go well. And I look forward to drop me a comment, or if you know, or you can send me a message, and we can chat about it, or you can ask me any questions you need to. Have a really good full moon in Virgo, and I love you all, and just, keep strong. We can do this. We've totally got this. Love you.